Hi Shorebird monitors, my name is Bobby Carpenter. I'm the Florida Shorebird Database Data Quality Manager. From here on, I'll be referring to the Florida Shorebird Database as the FSD. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to add a route. To start, we're going to go to the FSD website. If you don't already have an account, you'll need to create one. Once you have an account, you can log in, and once logged in, you'll be brought to the My Data page. Here you'll see lists of all of the routes, sites, and rooftops that you monitor. So we want to add a route to our list of routes. Whenever adding a new route, always remember to see if the route already exists in the FSD. To do this, we're going to come over and click on this Add Existing Routes button. There's a few ways to search for a route. You can look either by FWC region, county, or if you know the name of the user that is or has monitored the route, you can search by their name. To do this, you can come over and click on this button with the 3 dots. A pop-up box will appear. Here you can enter a few characters of the person's first or last name, and then click Search User. A table will appear with a list of names. If you see the name of the person that you're looking for, come over and click on the orange Select button to the left of the person's name. For our search today, we know that the route is in Citrus County. So we will come over to County and select Citrus from our list, and come down and click on this blue search button. The table will appear with our search results for all of the routes that exist in Citrus County. And a map will appear to the right, mapping out all of those routes. So I would like to point out that the number that is listed on this map corresponds to the number that you see here in this table. We know that the route that we want to add is called Barge Canal. So we're going to come over to our list and find Barge Canal in our table, and to double check that this is the route that we want to add, come over and we can click on this flag, and it will zoom us into the route on the map on the right. Now you can zoom in or zoom out to make sure that this is the route that you want to add, and once you confirm that it is the route you want to add, come back to your table and click on the box to the left of the route name, and you'll notice that the line color of your route has changed to show you that that route has been selected. So now we're going to zoom our map out a little bit and make sure that there are no other routes that we want to add from this area. And so now that we've confirmed that the other routes that we're looking for aren't on our list, we'll come back over to the left here and we will click on the Add Routes button. Once the route has been added to your list, you'll see this message of one route has been added to your profile. Now I'd like to draw your attention back over to the map for a second here. And you'll notice where there was a flag with the number 1, like this flag down here, it is now changed to this purple diamond with a hiker, and this signifies that this route has been added to your list of routes. So now we're going to go back to the My Data page, and to do this we're going to click on this Return to My Data and then come back up to the My Routes section, and you'll notice that the Barge Canal has been added to your list, and if you click on the name, it will zoom the map into that route that we just added. So there's another route that we wanted to add, but we didn't find it in the list of existing routes. So this means we're going to need to create a new route. We'll start by coming over and clicking on this Create New Route button. We have 2 options to create a new route. You can either use the capture clicks method, or if you have GPS coordinates, you can enter the latitude and longitude and then click Add Point, and you'll do this for all the points that you have for your route. Today we're going to use the capture clicks method. So we're going to come over to our map on the right and zoom into the area where we're going to be creating a route. So if you remember, this is the barge canal that we just added, and just to the south of it is where we want to create a new route. So down here. This particular route that we're creating is surveyed by boat, so our route will not actually be on land. It will be in the water near the islands. But if you were surveying a beach by foot, either by walking or ATV, and you're actually physically on the land, you're gonna want to make sure you zoom in enough to where your line is accurately falling where you are surveying. So it's not falling in the water or falling inland from where you're surveying. So we're going to come back over to where our route is going to be created. And we're going to zoom into a point where we feel like we're going to get a pretty accurate picture where our line is going to be falling. And so once you've zoomed in, you're going to come over and you're going to click on the Capture Clicks button. Now you're going to come back over to your map and you see this little plus sign. And so wherever that plus sign is, when you left click, you're going to drop a flag. And so every time you left click, you're going to be dropping a point for your route. So you're going to follow along. And remember, this survey was conducted in the water. They don't get off, so all your points are falling in the water, not on the land. If you were walking this, you would want to make sure that all your points were falling on the sand and not in the water. So now that we've come to our edge of our map, we want to move it. So to move our map, you're going to left click and hold, and then drag your map in whatever direction you need to move it. Once you get it where you need it, you're going to release that button, and then you can start dropping points again. And now that you're at the edge of the map again, you're going to left click and hold, and then drag. And just keep dropping points. Left click and drag. And let's say we did one too many clicks. We want to get rid of that last point here. So you notice that there's flag, it says number 20. We're going to come over to our list to the left, find that on our list, and there's this delete button to the left of the flag. So when you click that, it will get rid of that unwanted point. And so when I was drawing this, we got one or two points that got a little weird here. So we want to edit that. And so to edit the location of a point, you're going to left click and hold like you move the map, and you're going to move that flag to where you want it. And then when you get it to the position you want, you're going to drop it and your line will move. And so now we're going to fix this one too, move that out a little bit. So now we're going to zoom out and make sure that everything looks pretty good. And I'd say our line is falling where we want it. So now that our line for our route has been created, we're going to scroll down to step 2, where we're going to name our route and add a route description. So it's always helpful to have a descriptive route name. And so in this case, since these are the spoil islands near the power plant, we're going to just call these power plant spoil islands. And then in our description, we're going to say that these are the spoil islands to the west of the power plant, and that it's surveyed by boat. And so once Give it one more quick look. The description looks good. Make sure that your route name is spelled correctly and it's how you want it. And once you've confirmed everything looks good and you have it the way you want it, you're going to come down and click on your submit. And while it's processing, then once the route has been created, you'll notice this little message down here that says your route has been created. So once that is done, we're going to go back to the My Data page by clicking Return to My Data. We're going to come back to our list of routes, and you'll see that the one we just created, this Power Plant Spoil Islands, has been added to our list. If you click on it, it will zoom the map into that location of where that route is. I hope you found this video helpful. Here at the top, you'll notice the URL for the FSD. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, go to the FSD website and click on the Resources tab. If you would like to reach out to us with questions or comments, feel free to email us at flshorebird.database@myfwc.com. You'll find this email along with other contact information under the Help tab on the FSD website. Hope you have a great day, and thank you.